Hello and welcome back to Football Manager 2018 with FC Groningen. Now, first things first, I'm very sorry about the lack of videos for both this and the Blackburn save as well. In case you didn't realise, I've been moving house. It's now we've been in for about 3 and a bit weeks now. It's still an absolute mess, but I'm finally getting a little bit more time to myself to be able to record these things. So, hopefully, the Groningen save now, we are in the final season. This will be a fairly quick and painless. There won't be any gaps. It should be a video every weekday up until the end of the season. I promise nothing, though. So, yes, as I said, this is going to be the final season with Groningen. This is the 5th year. It has taken us 4 years to get this far, and basically, last season, if I remind myself as well as you lot, we were terrible. We finished 8th, and still somehow managed to qualify for Europe. I don't understand. We finished literally mid-table, qualified for Europe. Our best season was a couple of years ago when we finished 2nd place just behind Ajax. We finished 3rd the season after that. Last season was 8th. This season, we do still have the distraction of Europe, as I mentioned, but I'm hoping that a change in formation does bring a change in fortunes for us. But before we get to that, let's go through the transfers, because there's been some big ones. Starting with the cheapest players to leave the club, working our way up to the most expensive players. There's only 4 players have left permanently, about 8 on loan. First up is Tom van der Leeuwen, player who basically spent about 17 years at FC Emmen. He's gone to Vitesse for a free transfer. He was out of contract, didn't want to sign a new one, and I don't blame him. For £1.2 million, raising up to potentially £2 million, Amadou Keita has left. He's gone to Schalke in the Bundesliga. Basically didn't want to sign a new contract. Schalke were interested. I just took the money and ran. We're getting into the very, very big numbers here. For £6 million, raising to potentially £8.5 million, Marco Rusmir has left. He has gone to Bayer Leverkusen, also in the Bundesliga. He was a very good player, but right at the end of last season, he just stopped performing. So, in a way, I'm glad we cashed in on him. I think we've also got some form of sell-on fee in there as well. Not quite sure. I did do this about 5 weeks ago. And the final player to leave the club for the biggest fee that we've probably ever received, probably what Groningen's ever received as a club, Christian Lassu has gone to Everton in the Premier League. The Colombian goalkeeper, 7 caps to his name now. He's gone for £11.25 million, raising to potentially about £16 million, which is a huge amount of money. We have reinvested. Not a huge amount of money though, because the board didn't really give us all the money to reinvest. There's 4 players in total. 2 of them were free transfers. Adam Cockbill is the first player to join. He was formerly of Liverpool, got a bit of potential. He was free. He's got a funny name. That's kind of why I signed him. The next player to join also on a free transfer is Ainsley Maitland-Niles. Obviously, formerly of Arsenal, was on loan at Bolton a few years ago as well in game. He's joined free transfer. He is very, very good playing pretty much anywhere. My plan so far is he's going to probably be a right back or a right wing back, but as you can see, he can also play in the centre, he can play on the left as well, he can play in more advanced roles. Very, very useful when you don't quite know what formation you're going to play. For £250,000, we have signed Brazilian left back Juninho Capixaba, maybe? He's probably just going to be called Juninho, although we've already got Juninho. We might need to rename this guy. He's joined from Corinthians. Very good left back. 3.5 star current and potential ability. Very, very useful. Can play fullback and wing back. We've also got Josh Timman for another season. I'll get to that in a minute. And finally, 1 Colombian goalkeeper out. 1 Colombian goalkeeper in. Fabian Quinones, maybe. He's joined 20-year-old goalkeeper. He's joined from Junior for £1.1 million. 3-star current ability, 5-star potential ability, a 2-footed goalkeeper, which I'm concerned with. To be honest, I'm concerned with any form of defensive player that can use both feet. That's probably just me though. So yeah, that's all the transfers in and out. £18.75 million in, £1.4 million out. We don't really have a huge transfer budget either. Also, Oskari Salonen, Keys de Kock, Frank Dogboll, Alvin Latebe, Jarno Jansen, Ilar Popovski, Kolheim Birger Finneson and Omar Nemdil have all gone out on loan to various clubs as well around the world. Although I say world, around the country mostly. We've also loaned a couple of people, or extended a couple of people's loans. First up is the Uruguayan striker from Porto, Gonzalo Carneiro. He's here for another season, which is good. And as I mentioned earlier, so is Josh Timman, which will be his third season playing for FC Groningen. I don't know why we don't just sign him. I feel like we're getting a better deal because we're not paying any money for him. Now, let's talk about tactics. Ignore the starting lineup. That was the starting lineup from the last game. This is what we're going to go with. If you've watched my Blackburn save, you'll see that I use this formation all throughout my Blackburn save. I'm not going to, not Blackburn save, last season of the Blackburn save. Not going to spoil what happened. Basically, I'm going to give this a go. We do have 3 very good strikers. We've actually got about 5 very good strikers who can fill in those positions. We've got a very good set of good young defenders. Ramadan, Diaz, Vodrazka. There's a couple of them also gone out on loan as well. So I think we've got the players to fill these positions. We just need to kind of let them bed in. That's the plan. And so far, I've used this formation for just 3 games, 3 competitive games. Europa League qualifiers. We had SJK, who I think are Finnish, maybe? They are Finnish. They are definitely Finnish. Good job I didn't have that one on camera, because not a chance I'd be able to pronounce that. In the first match away, we end up winning 1-0 thanks to Gonzalo Carneiro, which then leads on into the second match at home, which was also a 4-2 victory. Carneiro, Karamoko gets 2, and Juninho Kabijaba gets a goal as well. Into the third qualifying round, Vaduz, who are Liechtenstein, Switzerland. They are Liechtenstein. Almost certain they are. See, they're from Liechtenstein. I knew it. Basically, the Liechtenstein League is actually part of the Swiss League pyramid or something strange. It's a bit complicated. I was reading up on it a while ago. Up against Vaduz, we end up winning this one 3-1 away from home. We open the scoring thanks to Gonzalo Carneiro, Pavel Rezak and Radek Vodrazka with goals each as well. Ruben Del Campo pulls one back late on for Vaduz. They also missed a penalty early on in the game. And by missed, I think the ball may have landed in Switzerland. It was that bad a miss. We are just going to have the one game today. We're going to have the PSV match. I might play this match off camera and then give you an update, although we are 3-1 up after the first leg, so I suspect we should probably be going through this one. Not exactly the easiest game to start the season with against PSV at the Philips Stadion, but if we're going to try and win the league, this is the type of game we need to be winning. The starting lineup that we are going to go for then. In goal is Fabian Quinones. Toivio, Ramadan and Diaz are the back 3. Nabiu and Kapijaba are the fullbacks. Rezak will partner Gianfranco Ballhalder in the centre of the pitch. And the 3 strikers, James Taylor, the Scot, will be up front on the right-hand side. On the left-hand side will be Gonzalo Carneiro. And in the centre, Sekou Karamoko, who this season I can see being a hero for us. This is his year to shine. Now, the transfer window is still open. There's still a couple of weeks left of the window, I think. I am looking at strengthening. I do want to get a new right-sided fullback. I also kind of want a decent central midfielder because Ballhalder is a very good player, but he's not a Mazzala or a ball-winning midfielder, which is kind of what we need. Same as Rezak. Rezak isn't either one of them. I am training them, but they're not quite there yet, so we'll see how it goes. First game of the season then, and it will be great if we can start this off with a win, particularly away from home. Is the first highlight actually going to produce anything? Carneiro crosses it in, it's cleared by Diabate. Rezak's going to get the ball. Looks like it might be Nabiu. Constant Nabiu tries to cross it in but kicks into Flores, and PSV can now break. Long ball into the centre, Butnik. Is it Butnik? Buitink? I don't know. Dix. Okay, fine, it just ended with me saying Dix. 6 minutes in and we've got an injury. Youngster James Taylor has potentially twisted his ankle. So, strikers on the bench, we do have a lot of options. I mean, some of these like Alkani is probably... Yeah, Alkani's coming on. He's not a complete forward at all, but he's a very good striker, so we'll slowly train him there. Flores with a corner for PSV. Towards the back post, Diabate's there on the volley, hits it wide. Hugas with a free kick. Outside the area, straight at the keeper, but it was just over the bar. There's going to be a goal coming at some point, although we're 15 minutes in and not a single shot on target yet. Hugas with another free kick to Tankovsky. Tankovsky across to Buitink. Back to him, he's had a go. Quinones makes the save. Is that the whole highlight, or are we going to build from this? Rolls out to Diaz. Diaz forward to Kapijaba. Capixaba over the halfway line, keeps running into the middle for nobody though. Diaz gets it back, long ball over to Constant Nabiu, doesn't win the header. Rezak in the middle though, just kicks it out towards the corner flag. Dix forward to Biro, or is it Biro? Not sure. Buitink, also not sure how to say his name at all. Flores gets the ball for PSV on the left hand side, loads and loads of space if he makes a run. Passing it about, we're not really getting the ball from them though. Flores to the fullback, crossed in, it's gone all the way through to Biro, and Biro has put it in the back of the net, and I've said Biro too many times. Quinones with a goal kick to Juna Toivio, the experienced head as the back three. Nabiu, ball forward to Carniero, 2 players in there, 3 players in there, finds Karamoko, and Karamoko lashes it into the back of the net. It's 1-1, instant reply from FC Groningen. Free kick for PSV. He's gone for goal. It's over the bar. I'm not even going to try and say his name. Corner for PSV now. Toivio heads it clear back to the corner taker Flores. No one's closing him down. Tankovsky. Buitink is there. It's cleared by Capixaba. It's going to be another corner. It's a free kick apparently. Fair enough. Biro with a throw for PSV. Approaching half time. Lewicki. Dix heads it on. Ramadan can get it clear. Ballhalder does get there first. Carniero, Alcani forward to Karamoko into the area, and Sekou Karamoko should have scored, forces a save from the keeper, and it's going to be a corner. Toivio to take it, the big centre-back. Rezak was there, doesn't get it though, it's cleared by Lewicki. Half-time, it is 1-1. Annoyingly, we are getting battered, but there's only been about 4 shots on target. First highlight of the second half, and it's a cross in from Biro, cleared by Ramadan. The fullback, Tankovsky gets it, Nabiu intercepts, kicks upfield, and that won't be a highlight then. I really hate when they have the first highlights like that, because you think something might happen, and then it never does. I'm going to encourage, nothing's actually going on. There's been 4 shots on target, but 16 in total. Neither side strikers are really doing anything. Throw on for PSV, Tankovsky. Dix gets it back into Biro, edge of the area, makes a bit of space, has a go. Quinones makes the save. 67 minutes on the clock. Toivio not playing very well, so Vodrazka's going to come on. Alcani is also going to come off. He's only just come on. Then Seri is going to come on. Well, I say he's only just come on. He's been on for 60 minutes and he's done nothing of interest. That is actually all of our substitutes done as well, because Alcani was the first substitute, wasn't he? Oh great, PSV have just brought on Maximiliano Romero, so he'll probably score now. Rezak with the corner for us. Diabate gets it clear. Dix collects. Kicks it upfield to Biro. There's a player on the right-hand side making a run. It was Romero. Capixaba manages to header it, but only to Romero. Gets round his man. Are we going to get it clear? Someone, just lump it upfield. Capixaba, forward. Karamoko, into Carniero. Carniero's got Seri at the back post if he can find him, or is he going it alone? He's gone it alone, you greedy son of a bitch. Corner, 9 minutes left to play. Rezak's going to take it. Into the middle. Diaz is there, and it's saved by the keeper. A 1-1 draw here is not the end of the world, although we could sneak a victory. All we need to do is just get one shot past their keeper. Sounds really obvious. That's normally how goals happen, isn't it? Dix into Lewicki in the middle. Rezak intercepts. Carniero, the counter-attack is on. Seri controls it. Forward to Karamoko. Karamoko to Ballhalder of all people in the area. Has a go, puts it in the bottom corner. There is 4 minutes left to play. Gianfranco Ballhalder has possibly given us 3 points away against PSV on the opening day of the season. Now I'm going to tell them to concentrate, and let's just sit back and watch them equalise. Buitink crosses the ball in. It's gone all the way through. It's a penalty. Is it a penalty? It's not a penalty. Romero, Biro, header over the bar. That could have been the goal. Into injury time, 1.5 minutes left to play. It's slowed down, but there's no highlight going on. Are we going to see anything? 30 seconds left to play. Dix with a throw. Romero gets the ball for PSV. Tankovsky, Romero gets it back. Someone, what's his name? Lewicki now. Dix again, 10 seconds. Forward, Romero. Tankovsky's going to get there. They're passing it about. Malacia. Biro in the area. Finds a bit of space. It's pinging about everywhere. It's cleared. It's full time. We've picked up 3 valuable points against PSV. That is a great result, even though they were the much better side. So, 1 match into the new campaign, we are sat 6th place. Not that it makes any difference, because 8 teams won, 8 teams lost, and 2 teams drew. So, basically, we've started off as well as most of the league. and James Taylor's out for 4 to 5 weeks. Great. Next episode, I don't know where it's going to be yet. We'll see what happens with this, because I don't think we're straight into the competition after this. I think if we go through this, there's then going to be, there's a fourth qualifying round, which will get drawn on the 13th of the 8th. So, depending on when that is, depends on what we'll see next. It's probably going to be someone in September. So, Zwolle, Roda, AZ, Heerenveen, something like that maybe. Thank you very much for watching this episode of Football Manager 2018 with FC Groningen. If you did enjoy, if you wouldn't mind leaving a like, if you want to see more, hit the subscribe button, and thanks for sticking with me whilst I've been moving house, because I know it's a pain for you, it's a pain for me, it's a pain for everyone involved, and I will see you next time.